Oh yeah, you're a witch. That's witchcraft.
Okay.
That whole
I don't want to.
into all that solar system.
I don't want to call you anything else than that.
Well, she has another deity on her chest.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, look, there it is right there.
You know,
You're an idolater and you're a witch. Go ahead.
I study meditation.
that's witchcraft.
Well,
Witchcraft is study meditation to forget the past. To think about the here and the now?
To forget.
Are you saying that that's witchcraft?
Hey, I got some real quick, just to break it down.
Yeah.
So okay. All right.
Go to the Buddhist
Race is
temple.
different.
Okay, you want the difference right here? It is. It says race is associated with biology, whereas ethnicity is associated with culture.
Sometimes.
Bug out. Just keep going. You can't argue. Never mind.
I've studied race and anthropology for 4 years, so I know that there's a difference between.
I don't want to hear
This
about
is
that.
numbers.
then why the fuck are you here?
And they assembled all the congregation
I'm gonna
together
talking about race.
on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. What's a pedigree?
So they assemble their congregation.
pedigrees.
So they assemble their congregation, talking about their nation, right? So all the people of Israel, they assemble them together.
Yes.
Now go ahead.
And they declared their pedigrees
They declared their pedigrees. Go ahead.
after their
What are we,
families
Wait,
What are we, dogs?
by the house of their fathers.
They're gonna make a point.
Well, now you say what are we, dogs? Do you know that the Lord calls us worms? To the Lord, we're nothing but we're nothing.
To
the Most High.
But like to God,
So when he,
but like,
wait.
she's brilliant.
Hold up. So let's go back to
She don't
pedigree.
even know what
I've been
pedigree
raising
is.
dogs. Hold on, I do know about pedigrees. I've been
Okay.
raising dogs for
What does
a
it
long
mean?
period of time. Going back to the pedigree state, you have to go back to the generations after generations after generations.
Generation.
Okay.
Okay, by the lines of their fathers. So what that means is they're declaring the poles of their houses by their fathers' generations,
Don't record us.
by their fathers' lines.
Why? Because you
We're
shot.
on camera.
Because
Look,
we have some respect for you.
you can go on YouTube and find us.
I don't curse at her. I mean, why are you cursing? I mean, like, your mouth's supposed to be
I'm not
pure
cursing
if
at
you
you.
know the Bible.
Just let me
Purify your mouth before you start,
Cursing at you.
attacking people with
All
that.
right.
You don't want to curse.
So, in essence, by their fathers, right? So you got Judah, Benjamin, Levi. That's why these are the patriarchs of these tribes. So
Yes.
anybody that comes out of the father's line, they're considered an Israelite.
Right.
Now, when you got these doctrines in Judaism, it talks about if your mother's a Jew, then that makes you a Jew.
Yes.
According to the Bible, that's false because it declares their lines by their fathers, by their pedigrees, right? So it goes by the house of the father. So no matter what, if a man has sex with any woman, say a man impregnates a woman from every nation under the sun, he's going to be that nation, whoever that man is. So say somebody from the tribe of Judah has sex with somebody that was an East Indian, they're gonna be part of this tribe. They're gonna be part of this line. This is their heritage, right?
Okay,
That's
so-
why they pass down riches to their sons.
So the main
Okay, go ahead.
issue that I have with this type of theology, there's of course the thing about white people being the devil, all that's crazy. But another thing, like with just these tribes in and of themselves, and then equating them to Cubans, Dominicans, Haitians, Negroes.
They would have to.
That's actually not accurate.
They would have
because
to be. No, it
the
is.
Haitians,
Get
because
that- put that
Haitians
in
came
the-
around. Like the people that are in Haiti right now, a lot of them are black. They came from Africa.
Of course.
And back during the time of slavery.
Get that
And so if for example, like the first one on that list is Negroes. Those people came from various spots in Africa, all over the place.
All right,
So you just can't take the black people that are here in the U.S. and then say that that's the tribe of Judah, and then it's not any of these other tribes, and then all these other nations and Argentinians, Chileans, they're also mixed with black people and all types of things. So all of this is just not historically accurate or anthropologically accurate.
Well, do you know?
So, but whatever tradition that you're doing, I don't know what the name of your church is, but it's just not accurate. So I just wanted to hear about how you came to this conclusion and where you got all this.
Well,
this
see,
type
the
of thing.
problem is
because I'm an anthropologist and I
the
know.
problem is that you're coming to a conclusion before you've even.
Well, I know the conclusion. I know that.
don't.
I know for a fact
You're
that
not letting me explain
Cubans come
anything.
from Africa, from
So you
America,
already have
and
all the
from
answers.
Europe.
That's what you're
So
telling me.
yes,
You
I'm
know
telling you.
everything already.
No, not everything. I'm saying I know.
So why
I
didn't you
know a
talk
few
to me?
things. I know a few things to correct you on the inconsistencies in your your theology.
But you're not even listening to what I got to say.
I see that you said that this is this, and it's just not. So
now you have to let me.
Your religion.
You have to let me sew it up for you now, right?
Well, yeah, but
you got to let me sew it up. So when you're talking about Africans, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know Israelites? Where were they at? They were in Israel, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Israelites, you know, they continuously went into slavery.
Yes.
Throughout history.
Yeah, history. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
Babylon
and it goes into that. Get that real quick.
They're in Arabia.
Deuteronomy 28, going to where it's going to scatter us, all these different nations.
Yeah.
So the Lord said that He was going to scatter Israel amongst all the nations under heaven as a reproach and a curse. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Israel, how many times has it been occupied?
A lot of times.
A lot of times. Yeah. The Babylonians occupied Israel. All right, the Medo-Persians, they occupied Israel. All right, the Greeks, the Romans.
Yeah.
Okay, now during the time of the Romans, now you know about the story of the Lord, right? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, so you know about...
I'm Catholic, yeah.
Okay, so you know about that story. So every time, where did he have to run to when Herod was going to kill him? Where'd he go?
Oh, so well, at the beginning, when Mary and Joseph and them, when it was like he's going to kill him, they went to Egypt. Yeah. They fled to Egypt.
They fled to Egypt.
Yeah, and then they
and
were
you
there
know that
for a
those
while.
are Africans, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, Egypt's Africa.
Why do you think they fled to Egypt?
Because that was where they were saved from Herod's reign. So he didn't actually control.
They went. They fled. He fled over there because they look like Egyptians, man. Because they're dark skinned, like
well, it doesn't say. I mean, well, it doesn't say that.
Well,
that would have to be something.
It does say that. Are you not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me?
Yeah, like the Ethiopian. The Ethiopians are.
And also,
black.
when who was it? Joseph that died, or Isaac that died, and they went and was it Joseph or Isaac? One of them.
It was Isaac.
It was Isaac, and they were going. And they said, this is surely a great and sorrowful time for the Egyptians, when the Israelites were right there with them, and they didn't differentiate the two. Why? Because they look the same. Because they have the same appearance, man. Okay. Wait. Yeah. The same reason that Israel is constantly fleeing to Africa. Do you know about the time of 70 AD?
78, when the temple was destroyed.
The temple was destroyed. Yeah. Where'd they flee to?
I don't know where they went. They
fled to Africa. If you ever have a chance to pick up the book from Babylon, was it From Babylon to Timbuktu?
Yep.
It talks about how they fled to Africa. Why? Because they look the same, man.
Well, I wouldn't.
Now the head tribe is Judah. Now you know that's King David's line.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
You know that Jesus Christ came out of the line of King David. Give me that.
I'm not going about this whole look the same.
Well, you're not going to feel anything.
Well, it's not. I mean, the look the same part.
Don't disrespect me.
Yeah, but the part of looking the same isn't a scriptural. Wait, the part about looking the same as, let's say, the Bible.
This is the book of St. Matthew's, chapter 1. The book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 1. Oh, Revelation 1:1.
I'll pray for you. Yeah. Pray for me.
You should get a longer dress too, because I've seen your panties a couple times.
Oh, that's not good.
Revelations 1.
Do you want me to do a sexual harassment against you right now?
The revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass, and he sent and signified by his angels unto his servant John.
So the revelation of Jesus Christ, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
God, who bear record of the word of the Most High, and of the testimonies of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, of all the things that he saw. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
All right, jump to the point, please.
God. This is Revelations 1 and 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So he's in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, right?
Yes.
Now, when you talk about
churches.
okay, so you know. All right, go ahead.
God. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So that's why we wear these. All right, the same reason.
The Catholic priests, for example, our priests, we have garments that go down to the foot. It's the priestly robes.
Well, there was also a heritage of Israel.
Right, because like the priests, and then the Israelites also, and the tassels.
Go ahead.
God. Says, and in the midst of the 7 candles, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girth about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow,
I know,
right?
Okay.
I know.
So
I'm
talking
driving you
about
crazy.
Yeah, he's
head,
old. He's
and his facial hair is beard, because you know it's a commandment that Israelites they have to have a beard, right? You don't know that law?
There's specific laws about beards.
There's specific laws. Yeah, you have to have a beard. Okay, that's in the law. It's Deuteronomy 21 and 5.
So anyway, but yes.
So he says his head and his hairs are white like wool. Now who has woolly hair? You know sheep's wool, right?
Yeah.
It's like a fro.
Yes and no.
Yes, it is.
Yes and no.
Yes,
sometimes it's like a fro. Sometimes it's more.
Hold the camera, so
Sometimes it's like a fro. Sometimes it's a bit. It looks like what you would call, like, a lot of Jewish people have, like, super curly hair.
No, they have curly.
They have super curly. It looks like a sheep.
They have curly hair.
Yeah.
They don't have sheep's hair. Sheep's have very curly hair.
Yes.
Very
yes,
curly
they have
hair.
very curly hair.
Now
but like, if you look upon like a Jewish person today,
Says
they have curly hair.
Not like
his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. His eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. That goes into the fact that he was drinking wine. Because that's why they call him a wine. You know, they call him a wine bibber. You know that?
No, well, yeah, they called you that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
God. Says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they were burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
Okay.
God.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, his feet were as burnished bronze, and
His feet were as fine brass as if it burned in a furnace, bro. What color is that gonna come out? You take fine brass and you burn it in a furnace. That ain't gonna come out light brown. It definitely ain't gonna come out white. Now you can look up a video. Look up polished brass burned in a furnace. They got videos on it.
Yeah,
It comes out looking like you, bro.
But I could concede that it talks about his skin being quite dark and
skin's
burnished
very dark.
and burnished bronze.
So-called black man.
You know, I could do that.
Come on,
but then again, if you just look historically at, you know, Jewish people, they look more like Mediterranean. They look more Mediterranean.
I can record anything I want.
Right. And may that be a curse on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so like if you look at Jewish people, if they stay out in the sun, they're going to be very dark. They're going to be a very burned thing. So I've seen Middle Eastern people that are almost my shade, you know, but that doesn't mean that they are Negroes or Haitians or anything like that.
You're killing yourself, bro. You're killing yourself.
It wouldn't mean that.
You're agreeing with me at the same time trying to disagree.
No, I disagree with you because your argument is that because his skin is a burnished bronze, that means that the black people from West Africa and Central Africa are exactly the same in bloodline.
They're not the same in bloodline. That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, well, you're saying that the black people in America, at least the Negroes, you're saying that they are in the bloodline of Jesus, or Jesus is in that.
I want you to go to.
At least that's what's on the side.
Genesis 11.
But that's just not true.
Go to the Tower of Babel, or no, go to Genesis. Yeah, go to the Tower of Babel, where everybody was of one language. You know, okay, after the flood, who survived?
I don't know who survived. After the flood. I thought you meant Babel. I was
after the flood.
After the flood, Noah and his descendants.
Actually,
and his
go
family.
to 10. Read me 10.
All right. This is Genesis 10 and 1. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah.
The generation. You notice how it says sons.
Yes.
So the Lord only deals with men. The Lord don't.
Right. It's tradition. I mean, in tradition, in Jewish tradition.
Punk bitches.
The Lord he does respect women. Very much so.
Go ahead.
Very much so. That's
hold your peace, man.
Very close. I won't go there yet. But
okay. Now, in Numbers, when we read the bloodlines.
Yes.
The pedigrees. After the fathers.
Yes.
So here he's dealing with the sons.
Yes, tradition. It's Jewish tradition.
That's where the seed comes from.
Yeah.
So it says, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Yep.
And unto them were sons born after the flood.
Yep.
Because the son carries the seed.
Yep.
The son is the progenitor.
Yep.
All right.
No, just did he read? Everybody came from Shem, Ham, and Japheth, right?
Yeah. So that's like you have Noah and then his descendants and then the population.
So we could agree now.
Yeah.
That everybody came from pretty much one person. Because Noah had Shem, Ham, and Japheth, And then Shem, Ham, and Japheth, their sons had sons and sons.
Yeah,
they all came from Noah, didn't they?
Yeah. You know, if you
so everybody had the same color. Everybody would have had the same color, right?
No.
Why not?
Because when you have children, just genetic wise, they come out different colors. Just like, you know, my brother's darker than me.
Colors?
No, because my brother's darker than me.
If there's no other color.
If you go to Africa, I mean, if you go to Africa, people have all different shades. I mean, that's just how genetics works.
But wait a minute though.
How it's very different.
How are they gonna be different colors if they can't?
It's just the genomes, like just like the actual DNA.
Magically came out.
No, it's not magic. It's just science. Like
We're not talking about plants, man. We're not talking about litters of cats.
No, it's not. It's people. It's people. People come in different shades. That's just how the humanity works.
There's different shades of brown, right?
Yes, there's different shades of brown.
Okay, but the whole
we're all different shades right now. You know, I'm a different shade than he is. He's different than you. You're different than.
But everything
I'm different
was so
than everybody.
Pure then. Everybody was everything was so pure then.
Everybody had melanin. Melanin does
what? That's not in the Bible though. That's not in the Bible. It doesn't say that everybody looked the same.
Everybody had to have looked dark skinned. Everybody had to have been similar. Because they all came from the same family.
Well, like the first, originally in like humanity, if you're going to talk about the first humans, if you're going to talk the first humans, so Adam and Eve and them, if you're going to talk about them, then they would be black and dark because that's where humanity is from.
Wouldn't Noah be the same way?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, not really. But not necessarily. No, he's from the line, but he's from the line. But even then, in the line, people change color. For example, people change color. That's how we exist. That's human migration. You start in Africa, and people spread to Europe and the Middle East and Asia and all these different places, and that's just the tree of humanity. The only reason we can have children is because we're related in that way.
You have a sister?
No, I don't have a sister.
You have a brother?
Yes.
Is he green?
No, he's not.
How many people are in your family that have the same complexion as you?
All of them, right?
Not really, because my mom is lighter than me. My dad's darker.
I'm asking how many.
I don't know how many. There's a lot. There's a lot of people with different.
You would say the majority, right?
No, but the majority have the same complexion as me.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same complexion.
I don't know because my uncle and my aunt, they're lighter. My grandma's super light skinned. My aunt's lighter. My cousin's darker. Like we're all different shades. But if you think just scientifically and factually, over time human DNA changes.
I'm gonna just tell you right now,
human variability.
These people right here. This is what you would call the Southern Kingdom of Israel. Whether you like it or not. And it's gonna
on the left, yes, but on the right, no.
You're gonna find out.
That's not true.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out real soon too.
This is Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth. So what does it say, Judah, right here, right?
Yes. It's
okay,
Judah.
Just listen.
Judah mourneth, right? Because now the reason why Judah
which book is this, by the way?
Jeremiah 14:2.
Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah.
Okay.
So you know what's going on during the times of Jeremiah? That's when the Babylonians was destroying Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. That's why Judah's mourning. Go ahead.
Yeah. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Yeah, the gates thereof languish. They're princes, all right? They're rulers, you know, because they had governors, all that stuff. So they're languishing. They're going through hell. Go ahead.
They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
They are black unto the ground. Now, the reason why it says they are black under the ground, when you go into the Hebrew word for black in that scripture, you didn't do it because this guy. So he's going to go into the word in the Hebrew, all right, which is going to be kadar. And it means to be dark-skinned. And it says they are black unto the ground. So if you take up good soil and you pull it out and you sprinkle it, what color is that going to be?
The darker, the deeper.
It's going to be dark, but what is the historical interpretation of that particular verse?
It's telling you
like how
Jewish
Jewish people understood that verse? Have they understood that to mean that that the tribe of Judah is just black?
No,
is it just from your own interpretation of that verse?
The tribe of Judah. That's why it talks about that the Solomon was dark as the tents of Kedar. You know when he
Solomon was dark skinned if you're taking that interpretation.
So,
you know, but there's other.
Solomon was a Jew.
So Jewish people can be dark skinned.
They would be, bro. Do you know what the tents of Kedar is?
Yes, it's a black tent.
It's a black tent.
Yes.
Bro, you're killing yourself.
No,
man.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What is the traditional understanding of that verse? I mean, it could be that he's dark skinned. He also could be in the sun because it's the Middle East. Because if you're in the sun all day, you turn black, you get a tan. There's a lot of interpretations of how that scripture can go.
This is the evidence, okay?
But you don't turn West African because you're Israelite.
Yeah, West African.
You don't turn that.
West African.
Please, see it?
Tomorrow, be dark.
Is a nation.
Flip this over.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ham. You know the line of Ham?
I've heard of the line of Ham.
Those are the Africans. Those are the Canaanites. Those are the Philistines. Those are the Egyptians. Those are the Africans. Those are the Ethiopians.
And they come in different shades. They come in different shades. If in North Africa they're light, and in Central Africa they're dark, and then in Eastern Africa they're a different shade. They come in all different shades, you know. And then in the children of Israel, they also come in different shades.
All right, right here.
Yeah, they do. But they're dark.
But also Israel talks about
dark
people.
Skinned. They're not. They don't look like Arabs.
I know, but that doesn't mean
they don't look like Syrians.
That doesn't mean
they don't look like Assyrians.
It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that they're African, though. It doesn't mean that they're just like that. They're black, like Negroes. It doesn't mean that Judah is Negroes, like you said, like you're calling them.
Judah are the Negroes.
No, it's not. It's not true. Like if okay, Negroes. If you're gonna use the definition that I think you're using, Negroes are black people in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Black people in America aren't actually from Judah and the Middle East, so therefore black people in America aren't of the tribe of Judah.
They're not.
That's just not true.
This is Deuteronomy.
It's not.
This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the weather whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there shall ye be sold unto your enemies.
No. Okay. Who is this talking about?
This is talking about the Israelites being sold unto Egypt.
Sold into Egypt, right?
Yes.
Go to Revelation 11. Now, it says they're being sold into Egypt again, right?
Yes.
Because what happened? They were in slavery under Egypt for what, 400 years?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Now, it said that they're going to go into Egypt again by ships. Now, where in history have the Israelites went into Egypt again by ships? Tell me.
I can't think of anything.
No idea.
Yeah.
No. Because
it's not a historic. Is this Deuteronomy? Is this a prophecy as well?
This is a prophecy. Bro. Okay. This is a prophecy.
Okay.
And it already happened. Israel already went into slavery again with ships in Egypt. Bring that a Revelation 11, please.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
The great city. Okay, so it said their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Oh, the great city of what? What does it say?
But wait.
Yeah.
Babylon, right?
Yes.
That great city. America, didn't they not call this a golden city? A great city?
Yeah, they called America a great city. They called...
Like what Trump, make America great again.
They call Rome a great city. It could be Rome. It could be
Great America.
Great America. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
This is Revelation 11 and 8.
Yes.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Woo, wait a minute.
Right.
Read that again.
Which spiritually is called
You already got it. You already got it.
Sodom and Egypt.
Look, check this out, my man. Look, what's this right here? Who is that?
That's George Washington.
That's George Washington.
First president of the U.S.
What did he have? What did George Washington have?
Bugouts. So we got bugouts.
Slaves?
He has slaves.
Oh yeah, of course.
So you got your white slave owner right here.
Yes.
What's that?
It's the truth.
It's a pyramid.
It's a pyramid. What does a pyramid represent?
It represents the Masonic influence of the founding fathers. This is like a Masonic symbol.
This is an Egyptian pyramid.
Yeah, I know, but
it represents slavery.
Yeah, but it represents the pyramid.
I love the word.
No,
the word.
The pyramid that's on the dollar bill. It's because the founders of the country were Masons, and so it's a Masonic symbol about
the back of the dollar
pyramids.
bill because they built this place upon the backs of the Israelites, bro.
No,
because that prophecy was fulfilled.
No,
that Deuteronomy 28 prophecy, it was fulfilled when the transatlantic slave trade took place, man.
Not
Israel always went into slavery. Every time Every time Israel went off, every time they went straight away from the Lord, what did the Lord do to them? Put them in slavery, man.
Right.
So
they went away from the Lord.
Now we know that the transatlantic slavery, you know what that was called? It's called chattel slavery. You know that, right?
Yes.
What's chattel slavery?
The person is an object, and you sell them as a
they sold them. They sold the Israelites, which are these people here, okay, into slavery. Now they didn't pay them no wages.
I'm gonna check my phone actually.
Yeah, check your phone. Do what you gotta do. They didn't pay them no wages. All right. They hardly fed them. They beat the shit out of them, whether it was young, whether it was old. They just treat them like animals, man. Now, Egypt represents slavery, right? Now that Egyptian pyramid on the back of the dollar, that represents the slavery. They're in the transatlantic slavery. That represents the building of America upon the backs of the Israelites.
It represents the building. It represents. It's a Masonic symbol. So like the Masons, they believe that they're. They believe that they are, you know, the descendants of the Masons who built the pyramid.
Okay. So the Masons. Where did that come from?
That came from anti-Catholic England. So it was so England itself, you know, super anti-Catholic and stuff. And so there was this group called the Masons that was built.
Their doctrine. What do they believe in?
They believed in a one creator deity that was it, and they were part of a secret society.
Where's that from? That's Egypt. That's the high people who knew the secrets, the magicians.
Oh, Chaldeans.
The Chaldeans.
So it's wizards. It's wizards, just like the witchcraft. That witch that was here earlier. It's the same. It's the same witchcraft. It's all the same thing.
It's
so go ahead. This guy's bugged out.
It's more like a secret society thing
But
that they
the
built
Illuminati,
to
right?
undermine the Catholic Church.
Okay, but that secret societies have always existed throughout history.
They're a part. Dude, the Catholic Church. They're the ones that ordained Cristobal. You probably know. You know Cristobal Colon. You know him as
Cristobal Colon. Yeah.
Okay, Christopher Columbus.
Yes.
The Catholic Church ordained him to come over here and beat the shit out of the natives, man.
No, they
did.
No, they
gave him rat Jew Spanish people that was over there. They funded the slave trade.
That's like super anti-Semitic and racist.
Oh come on.
What does anti-Semitic
mean? What does anti-Semitic mean?
Anti-Semitic means anything that's like anti-Jewish, anti-people from the Middle East.
Anti-Shem, right? You realize
can't deal, man.
The church. Anyway, the church condemned the enslavement and treatment of the natives. So you have multiple papal bulls talking about don't enslave the natives, don't enslave the Africans. Then you have the church condemning the Atlantic slave trade and the state of slavery in Brazil.
I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you. Sir, you are condemned.
You're condemned.
The Lord's going to kill you, man.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
You're going to die.
I'm going to pull out that scripture for you.
But I believe that there's no condemnation in Jesus Christ.
I know what you believe. Believe me.
I know because I'm Catholic, but I'm gonna.
Just that Proverbs 13:13.
Go ahead. Let me show you something real quick. St. John.
I'm gonna go.
St.
My friend
John.
isn't here yet. She's coming to pick me up. So
well, that's cool.
It was great talking with all of you, even though you're horribly racist.
Yes, we are.
God's racist.
That's racist.
Well,
we're nationalists.
That's blasphemous.
We're nationalists, sir.
Well, that's horrible.
The Lord said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Hey,
yes. And that's in the New and Old.
That's in the New and Old Testament.
That sounds racist.
That sounds pretty racist.
That sounds pretty racist.
But anyway,
the Lord hates.
What? I'm gonna go now.
Look. St. John 3:18. He that believeth on him is not condemned. Now, the Lord said you got to eat the whole roll. You got to believe. The Lord's down with everything in these scriptures.
I believe it on Jesus.
Hatred, destruction, death, famine, violence. All that stuff is in the Bible. Hey, the Lord, so-called Jesus Christ, he's down with it, man. So if you ain't down with it, guess what? You're an enemy of the cross, bro. But he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. Do you even know the name of the Lord? I'm not going to.
Yes.
What's his name?
Jesus.
Ah! That's Greek. He's a Hebrew, man. He's got a Hebrew name.
I mean, there's Yeshua, which is like the
That's not his name.
There's Yeshua,
there's not.
Yes, that's like the actual name of in Aramaic. That's Yeshua.
There's no E. There's no U in Hebrew.
That's Yeshua.
That's Yiddish, bro.
No, it's not.
True.
That's like actual.
That's not the pure language.
Yes, it's Yeshua. Okay,
it's not.
So it was Yeshua, then Jesus, then Yezu.
Go ahead.
It's the same guy.
Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. One more time. Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go.
You should go now.
You should, because this whole time you've been